So have Mac done their job with this latest version of their operating system, Ventura? Well, hello and welcome to this Fotospeed video with me, Tim Jones. Today, I wanted to look at something I've been asked actually quite a lot over the last few weeks about the new update to Apple's operating system on Mac called Ventura. So this has replaced the operating system Big Sur and is part of Apple's yearly update to their operating system, making things bigger and brighter and hopefully better, and hopefully so things run quicker as well in the system. So hopefully when they do these updates, Apple include all the things in the past update. However, as you have probably found out, and as I have found out as well by taking a lot of your phone calls and things, this sometimes doesn't happen. Like with Big Sur last year, it was all fine to start with, and then they released an update which basically wiped out version 2 ITC profiles, and also didn't turn off color management or apply color management correctly. So was not ideal when we were printing and caused us a lot of problems. And so we were getting kind of wishy-washy results or double profiling happening. So wasn't ideal, to be honest. But hopefully with this new update of Ventura, I haven't actually tested it yet, they have hopefully done a good job and hopefully included all those things that we're used to, so we can still get really nice prints coming out of our printer with the new Apple update, and also not have to reprofile as well, because that's a big thing. Sometimes when we do system updates, we have to redo all our custom profiles, or the generics don't work as well as they should do. So that can be annoying and a lot of work and time to kind of get those right. But always remember, it's a free service we offer here at Fotospeed. So you just have to post the charts into us again and we can scan them and get them back to you. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that will not be the case. Okay, but before I get started and dive into the Mac, please don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel. Just click that subscribe button at the bottom. Okay, so for this test, before I dive into the Mac, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to print a test print on Big Sur as kind of my basis, and that matches my laptop, which is actually on Catalina. So they're pretty similar and look the same. Now what I'm then going to do is upgrade the Mac, so a bit of time lapse and a bit of continuity in here. So it'll probably be a few hours later when I actually come back to you with the pictures, but I'm going to update the Mac to Ventura, use the same profile that I used when I was printing on Catalina and Big Sur, and see if I can see any difference. So let's dive into the Mac and let's take a look. Now I've upgraded to Ventura on my Mac here. You'll see at the bottom I've got Ventura 13.0 on here. Now, what they have changed is if I go into the print module, and just in Lightroom here, it doesn't really matter what we've got up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how the print dialog looks. The page setup has changed slightly as well. So if I was printing on A3, all that's changed is it looks a little bit different. They've got a picture up the top here, which changes when you go from portrait to landscape. You can pick your A3 and you can pick your printer. Exactly the same, it's just gone a little bit to the side instead of up and down like the old version. When we click OK, then we can actually just start. Nothing's changed within Lightroom itself. It's just how things look. I'm going to put this on landscape. Now, like I said, nothing's actually changed in the Adobe suite of software, so everything should be the same. What has changed though is when we go into printer, their print dialog looks slightly differently. Basically what they've done is they've done away with the drop down menu that we used to click on and say layout, and it's all now in these settings. You may have it open a bit smaller and have to scroll down to get these settings, or just drag the box and expand it from the bottom. That will give you a good idea of what's kind of in there. So the options that we are interested in are the ones in printer options. We've got printer info here that tells us about the ink levels and all those lovely things in there. We've also got printer options. Now this is our old menu effectively. So we've got color matching, which if we got a profile assigned should be grayed out. our print settings. Now, if we click on the information icon here, it brings up the old familiar drop-down menus, and we can then select the paper we are going to be using and the quality options in here and click OK. And it's exactly the same from that point as the old driver. It's just that it's in a different layout, and we've got to click on the little information button here just to set each of these options if we need to. So, rid of a quick kind of overview of what they've done. And let's have a look at some prints and to see if there's actually any difference, because there was a few differences with Big Sur, and it took them a while to actually sort out some colour problems when they weren't applying profiles in the correct way. So let's have a look at some prints. I'm just going to print this one off on a couple of A3 pluses, and we'll have a look and see if there's any difference. Okay, let's have a look at some prints. Okay, so here are the prints. I've made one in Lightroom on Catalina, or Big Sur, which is this one here. And then I've made one using the new Ventura. And I am happy to say they pretty much look identical. I cannot see much difference between these two, to be honest. They really do look a spit of each other. I could say very slightly that, I mean, it's so tight and so kind of, there's not much difference at all. I was going to say possibly in this little detail, just this tiny little pinch here on the Lightroom one, on the old operating system, it's slightly darker, possibly, but yeah, maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. So I'm hoping it stays this way, because Big Sur went like this, and then they did an update and it messed everything up. So as these look the same, I'm hoping that Apple won't mess anything up and change anything when they do security updates and things like that, because at the minute, they're printing pretty good. Now, I did also do a test in Capture One as well, just for matters of interest and Photoshop, and the results were the same. They all matched, all three softwares, Photoshop, Lightroom, Capture One, they all matched together. So fingers crossed, Apple have kind of done their good job, and it's going to stay like this as well. So yeah, really good. I normally say to people though, just to wait. It only came out a few months ago, so perhaps wait, just let it all settle down a little bit. However, the first impressions are pretty good. So hopefully, like I said, things will stay like that and we will get some pretty good prints out of it as well. Also, you may have noticed in the video, and I was talking about that, they've changed that print layout as well. I'm not completely sold on it at the minute, but I'm sure I'll get used to it over time and it will become second nature to me. They just move things around a little bit. I think it's because they want to just line everything up, like their mobile phone software, their Mac software and everything. So it all kind of looks pretty similar and is along the same kind of lines. So hopefully that's a bit of good news for everyone and gives you a bit of confidence to actually carry on and print with the new operating system Ventura on your Macs. So as always, please don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel, and also look out for my new videos every Thursday as well, covering everything from printing, paper, printers, everything in between, kind of software, little techniques and everything as well. So until next time, bye-bye.